Hi, Steve from Cornwall Guitar School, and today we're going to be having a look at the Mooer PE100. It's a portable guitar effects processor and it comes in at only £65 in the UK, so it is really inexpensive. It is made for people who want to be doing more so practicing. It's an ideal unit for that. I might not be using it for recording, but I'd certainly find it a really useful piece of equipment for practicing. It's got 99 factory presets in them, and it's got 99 user presets in it. Okay, 7 amp models, 4 reverb types, 5 different delays, 5 different types of delay, 11 modulation effects, 10 overdrive and distortion effects, and it also has, as you can see it flashing on and off, a tap tempo functionality, which is really useful, especially as it has a 40 drum pattern, like a little drum machine inside it, so you can actually slow it down and speed it up, and using the tap tempo if you wish, or you can manually do it using the controller on the top. What else has it got on it? It's got 4 quick recall preset slots on it, as Mooer call it. You'll notice that on the A, B, C and D down there, and that's really useful. So if you like myself, probably would use a clean sound, maybe a sound with chorus and delay on, possibly a bluesy kind of sound or a rocky sound, and then maybe one for solos, a distorted sound for solos. It's ideal for that, absolutely ideal. You may need to do a little bit of tweaking on this, but then again, it's not going to be too difficult. There's not that many parameters to mess about with, as you may find with some units, which can be a little bit scary and gives you sort of option paralysis because there's that much stuff to choose from. So I was up and running within 5 minutes. Having said that, I have been using these kind of units for a long time, but I wouldn't have thought it would take you too long to get your head around. Okay, so let's have a quick look at this and let's have a listen to it. So first of all, what I've done on my A sound, I've got like a voxy kind of sound, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, and then into my B setting, what I've done is I've got a nice, and this is just tweaked. I mean, they put the sounds in themselves, so I didn't completely create these. It's got a nice kind of chorused. So a nice chorused effect. It's called breathe or breath. That gives you a little bit of a clue what they were thinking of when they created the preset. Now, the one next door to it is called DS Clean. Now, I think what they've sort of thought about when they were creating this preset was DS, I think, stands for distortion, and I think it's mixed with a Fender type of amp. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got this kind of nice kind of sound. Which is kind of cool. You could solo with it. What does it sound like when I turn the volume down? Will it clean up a little bit? Let's have a listen. Yeah. So that's useful. And the last one, which I think it was called, what's it called? Big Hair. I wish I had big hair now. Not so much anymore anyway. This is your typical rocky kind of sound. It's quite high gain. Good finger tapping. So we've got those kind of sounds. Shall I have a listen to the drum machine? I think so. I think it's a good idea. Okay, let's have a listen to it with a bit of a rocky sound on. And all I need to do is just press the rhythm button. there you have it. That's the tweaked sounds that I had. As I say, the sounds within it, there's, well, 99 of them. There's a lot of them. Some are pretty all right. Some need a bit more tweakage. And if you're using the user presets, you might think, well, I just want to go from a blank canvas, which is quite possible to do. There's lots of very usable sounds in this unit. How do we change things? Well, what we've got on the top is, I'm just going to move around a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. We've got a mode and a value control. Yeah. So if I just move my microphone slightly, try not to make too much of a noise while I'm doing that. Okay. So when I move the mode control, what happens is it comes onto the settings control here, and all you need to do then is press the value, and as you can see, it moves across. Yeah, it moves across, and then all you do then is on your mode is you just, when I get back to the top, let's get back to the top, and I can just move across and get my different settings. Pretty simple. Now you'll notice that it will say off or on here, and that can be controlled by the D button here. So if you wanted to turn a chorus on and the preset hasn't got a chorus on it, or your user preset hasn't, you can do that there, and then you can adjust it. So there's quite a bit of flexibility to the unit. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm just popping through here a little further, and you can see that we've got all these different settings on there. Right, let's just go back to the main part. So going back to the main part, you can see it says DS Clean on it. This is still my little preset I've got here. And what I'm going to do is I can move my mode to all different types of settings. So you have a system setting, so you can have it as a line output, like I'm using at the moment, because I'm going into an audio interface, into a studio system, or you can have it going out to your amplifier. Now, when it goes out to the amplifier, it may turn off the speaker emulation. That's what normally happens. I haven't tested that yet, but I'm using it in the line functionality, so it does keep the speaker emulation on. Okay, from the system setting, I'm just going to go to the drum setting, so you can see that there. So to the left. So now what I do is I'm going to press the value button, and that's just going to take me down to the type of track that it is, the type of drum rhythm that it is. And then what I can do is I can press the rhythm, and I can cycle through all the different drum types of tracks. And also I can use the tempo, or the tap tempo, to change the speed. Okay, so let's have a listen to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press the rhythm button, and then I'm going to tap and do different taps so you can hear it changing slow and faster. So you can see it's pretty simple. Okay, so that is the rhythm setting, and by pressing the value button again, I can manually change the speed of the drums if I wish to, or I can just tap tempo like I've just done. Okay, if I go to the right, you'll notice that I can now go on to the metronome setting, which is really cool. Let's have a listen to that. Let's slow it down. So you can see it's the ideal practice tool. It's not too complicated. It's got lots of sounds in it. It gets you into getting used to how to tweak effects a little bit. If for example, if you're using the reverb, it has like I think it has 3 parameters on it, which is it's quite easy to do. You've got obviously the amount of reverb, from memory this is, the level of reverb, and then you've got a decay. Now the decay is normally like the tail off of the reverb, so as you play your guitar and then let's say we stop it, you can adjust how long the reverb goes on for. And then there's a tone which is a little bit like, is it a bright sound at the end of the reverb tail? Or is it a more bassy sound? Or is it in between? So that's how we kind of use it. So anyway, that's the Mooer PE100. I'm not going to go too much into it. It is reasonably easy to use. I would like to thank Modern Music for lending me this piece of equipment. They're based in Truro in Cornwall in the UK. This unit costs £65. It's very inexpensive. It's easy to use. It doesn't sound too bad at all. It's the ideal practice tool. So I'm Steve from Mooer Guitar. I'll speak to you soon. Signing off. Take care.